Well, there you are. Glad you showed up. It's Friday at my house, and you know what that means. We need to put a few things in the ground. Think we're going to go ahead and continue yesterday's theme, which works better, seeds or starts? We put a few of these seeds in containers yesterday, so we're going to put some seeds in the garden tonight. Since the rainstorms have passed, it's going to dry out for a couple of days. We got some really nice growth on some of these tomatoes, but we also have some problems. And this is part of the pruning method. We're going to have to stay after this. All these lower leaves that are touching the ground need to come off. And these have been wet enough, long enough. We've got some holes in them, and we got some mildew started on a few, and we don't want that going up the whole plant. So go ahead and clip those off. We can go ahead and make another wrap on this one. And look at that. Our companion peanuts are coming up. This one doesn't look too bad. Doesn't have a whole lot of suckers. But we go ahead and give it another couple twists to help support that. But then again, this one's got a little, we've got some black on some of these leaves. Anything with black on it, take those off. Take all those lower ones off. That leaf needs to go also. They've got some problems with that. But we still have some really nice growth at the top. Got some flowers right there. We'll see what we get with this one. And we got some damage on some of these lower leaves. But we also have a big sucker right here. I'm going to take that sucker out. That's right where that leaf joins the stem. Just clip that out of there. I'm going to take this leaf off too because we've got some damage on there. I don't want that going up the plant. Got a little sucker down here. Clip that off. This leaf has been touching the ground. Got a bunch of holes there. Clip that one off. I'm going to take one off of this side also. And this is good growth. All the rest of this is good, healthy growth up here. So we take and give that a nice little wrap. We'll be doing this all summer long, but it doesn't take very long once you get in the swing of things. But people can't live on tomatoes alone, so let's go ahead and see what we're going to plant. Now right over here, these tomatoes weren't big enough to really trellis the other day, but with that rain, they've sure gotten big. So is this grape. I think it doesn't need to be that far out into the tomatoes, so I'm just going to clip those off. We've got a little space right here and a little space right there. Since we can't live on tomatoes alone, I want to throw a little color into the mix. We're going to plant some zinnias, and we're going to plant some echinacea. And both of these are completely edible. Like with everything else, we're just going to pull this back down to bare soil. You can see how thin that mulch has gotten right here. We're going to have to add some more mulch here, there, and yonder. With this rain, that mulch has been used up very quickly this year. You still see this soil. That's what that mulch does to the soil. That's just wonderful. Well, what do you think? Let's add a little color. Let's put a few zinnias in right here. I'm gonna let them space out a little bit. You know me, I plant heavy. We're just doing soil contact. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of leaves back on top of it to help hold that moisture. So let's go ahead and put some echinacea right over here. Yeah, this mulch got pretty thin pretty fast this year. That's what that rain will do. We'll add some color to these tomatoes. We're gonna add some pinks and purples to the red tomatoes. We'll do the same thing, just make a nice little line. Good soil contact. Then a light little layer of leaves on top. Well, looky here. I've been walking across here all spring. I thought I had some kind of invasion. You know what this is? This is turmeric that I left out here last year and just covered up with mulch. Turmeric pushes through the mulch pretty easy. we're gonna have a really nice little turmeric patch right here. That's exciting. We not only have tomatoes to clean up out there, we still have some tomatoes that need to go in the ground. I'll let these get good and leggy. We're gonna plant them on their side, show you how that goes. Hope you join me for that. But I just wanted to check out the basil, and the purple basil that we broke apart, doing really, really well. And the sweet basil that we uppotted, that's all doing really well. I'm gonna wait to clean these tomatoes up until we go ahead and put them in the ground. And I've got a few spots under that string trellis that still has some room. Hope you join me for that. And I'm glad you stopped by on Friday to party with us. This is how we party at my house. Prune a little bit, pick a little bit, plant a little bit. You can do this too. It's good to put something in the ground every day. And until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.